Hello everyone, this is Satirax from Feral PvE World Server. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Druid Cat DPS. Let's see, tanking is my main spec, so this is all my off-spec gear here. Satirax. So we're going to talk about some macros here for feral cats. It's kind of complicated, but bear with me. I try to explain every little thing that I got going on here for PvE. Okay. Now, first off, to make this easy for you, instead of making this full screen, like I normally tell people sometimes, just go ahead and underneath the video you'll see where it says click to show more and description. That's where I'll have all the updates for the macros that I come up with in each of my macro vids. Okay, so go ahead and open that up, and you will see first my back macro. Okay. Oh, before I get into it too much, okay, as a feral cat, expertise should be crap. It doesn't matter if it's 0. It doesn't matter. It just should be crap. You're going to be behind the target anyway. It's just like rogues. Alright. So, let me shut off my cell phone here. There we go. Okay. Don't worry about that. Alright. Expertise doesn't have to be. No, but your hit has to be sky high. Just make sure to hit a raid boss. Your miss chance is 0. You don't want to miss anything. Okay. Let me show you my talent spec setup. Alright. Now it's a toss-up. Now, however you want to, have your gameplay set up. The way I have mine set up is for PvE and for PvP. Alright, for either one. Now, something that if you want to be strictly PvE, okay, alright, what you can do, take off Feral Swiftness if you want. You don't need 2 points in there, and you can actually put that in Blood in the Water. Okay. Now if you're doing manually and you don't want to do any type of one button spammers, okay, but you do like the speed from Feral Swiftness, then take off Infected Wounds, assuming your tank already has a way to lower the attack speed of the mobs or the boss, whatever. Okay, and then put that in Blood in the Water. Okay, I didn't too much care for it. Alright, so now keep in mind Stampede, okay, for the one second here. Yeah, for the Ravage, for the free Ravage cost. Okay, keep in mind that Stampede, and keep in mind Primal Fury for the additional combo points on crits. Okay, now first off, when dealing with trash, okay, I'll get to the macros in a second, the main macro, I'll get to that. Dealing with trash, let's talk about Ravage real quick. Either with trash or in a raid, or trash in a 5-man. Alright, to keep your DPS rolling, there's 2 things you want to concern yourself with. First off, come in stealth, assuming the tank's already got aggro. Alright, just go behind. And I have one macro here. As you can see that I click my middle mouse button to go prowl, and I'm clicking the same middle mouse button to use my Ravage. Bam, and then I start my back. Alright, now I pretty much just cast Ravage for free. Let me show you what I'm talking about. My macros. Okay, back. As you can see, I have Tiger Fury here. So as soon as I start spamming, Tiger Fury is automatically cast. Alright, now with Tiger Fury, actual description so you can see it. Okay, it increases physical damage done by 15%, right? Also, with the talent spec, alright, King of the Jungle. See the secondary effect of it? And your Tiger's Fury ability also instantly restores 60 energy. Alright. You can you know, you can put extra one in Primal Madness. Is up to you if you want to or not. That's on you. I just put one in there. It's not huge. It's not really huge. Anyways, so to get back at it. So that's dealing with trash, right? You got that. Like I said, I go up. Only thing I'm looking at is here, my Tiger's Fury. I put it up separate so I can see the cooldown, and here, which shows me my cooldown of my Feral charge. Okay, so I come in first. I always start with the prowl first, or we're dealing with trash, because I want to see exactly how the tank is going to deal with, you know, its aggro. You don't know if you have a noob tank or whatever, and don't just look at his hit points and say, oh, he has a lot of hit points, oh, he's gonna be pro. No. Alright, so I go behind, bam. Alright, I get my extra energy from Tiger's Fury. Remember the 60. Alright, bam, and I keep going off of that. Now, I'll get into my main spammer in a second. In a moment. Now, while Tiger Fury is on cooldown, now I can go ahead and charge another ad and get my free Ravage. See, it already been cast. This is why I have Tiger's Fury and Ravage right next to one another there. Okay? So, that's the trash setup. Alright? So I have these macros here. I'm saving buttons here with this one macro. I'm going to show you the back macro, which is my single spam macro. And I'm going to show you the Ravage one that I have here and the charge one. That'll all be in the description for you. Now, let's get into detail and talk specifically about the main macro here. I'm going to switch targets so I have everything reset. Now, in the other macros that I've shown you in my other videos, you'll notice that I have a number here after the equal sign. But here I have a target. For rogues and for feral cats, you want to have target. That way, when you switch, your macro sequence will reset automatically on the switch of a target. Okay. All right. So, oh, as you can see, it marked with a skull. That's because in my charge, I have this deal down here, which I also put down there. Tanks, you may definitely want to get this macro here. The 8 represents the, like for instance, if you go to a rating icon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so it goes according by the number. That determines the symbol that you put. Tanks, I recommend you go ahead and get that. So DPS has no excuse for pulling aggro off of you if you're using AoE or whatever and not single target. And they're on a whole nother target. Yeah, so that automatically places it on that. So for warriors, if you have like a charge macro or whatever, you might want to put that. Paladins, I don't know how you want to. You can put it on consecrate or whatever, or you can just put it on your main ability or whatever. Bears, charge. DKs, you can put it on your death grip, or you can put it on your main spam or whatever. You decide. Either way, the macro's there, and it'll also be inside the description. So anyways, that's why the skull's there. Now, back to the main spam. Alright. I got Mango first. Start off with that. You know, due to the effect of Mango for cat. And here. This is going to seem kind of noobish to some people because I'm actually explaining every little detail thing. So pros, you can kind of just go ahead and skip along in the video. Or you can sit here and watch the whole thing. Whatever. Just trying to limit the amount of questions I'm going to get. Yeah, so with Mango and cat, as you can see, go down there, and causes the target to take 30% additional damage from bleed effects. This is why I want my Mango out there. Alright, off the get-go. So it does have Go ahead and just hit it one time so you can see. Oh crap. There, behind. Alright, see? 57 seconds. So you got a full minute. Got a full minute with that. So I'll automatically put that out first. Alright, that's why I have Mango first. Just keep going. Savage Roar, you want to go ahead and put that second, so auto attacks do 50% more damage, whatever. Go ahead and put Rake, and then I have Mango again. DPS is good. Dot should be decent. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, since you're single button spamming, what happens when a finishing move pops up but you only have 4 combo points? I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and switch targets, start fresh. This is the answer to that question. Alright? Watch closely to what I do. If you notice, right next to number 2 was my single spam. I have number 3, regular Mangle for cat. Regular Mangle. Alright? Check it out. Charge in, single spamming. Alright? The roar has already been cast. Rip is up, I only have 4 combo points. I hit 3. Bam, now I have 5. I continue with the macro. That answers your question. But let's keep going, because Ferocious Bite is going to be coming up. Oh, there we go, Rake. Alright, that one went perfectly. I have 5 combo points. Ferocious Bite is up. So I hit it. But let's say I had 4 combo points. I would have hit Mangle and then continued on. So that answers that new question. Okay, so that's how you deal with that. That's why I have my setup the way it is. Alright, so I don't got to worry about that question no more. Let's go ahead and reset it with that. Alright, so that's what makes the macro sufficient. So you don't got to even worry about it. Alright, keep both of these on priority cast, Ravage and Tiger's Fury. Anyway, so yeah, so after the rip, as you saw in the rotation, whatever, the rip, put Mangle again, Rake, Shred, Rake, keeping the dot up, whatever. I squeezed Rake in there, even though it looks kind of odd having Rake, Shred, Rake. I squeezed Rake in there, so I have more time to what was that crap I did? I had to put something in there. I mean, because if I put, see, look, you can only have 255 characters in here. Like, I would have put Mangle in there, but you can see it takes up a lot more characters, and I wouldn't be able to space it in there. Alright, so instead I put the Rake. now something you want to be aware of, if you so let's look at Glyphs. Let's go to Glyphs. Better explain it there. Alright, you see Glyph of Shred, very important. Each time you shred, the duration of your rip on the target is extended by 2 seconds up to a maximum of 6 seconds. So that means you want 3 shreds in there after your rip. Look here, I got 1, 2, 3. Alright, that utilizes that glyph fully. Alright, so to conclude, this is why I have, you know, the macro spammer here set up the way I have it. Okay, so that should pretty much cover all of that. Oh, yeah, for the Ravage deal, alright, it allows me to, I just named it that or whatever, but a prowl with 1 button, same button, I can use to use Ravage. Just make sure you're behind the target. Alright. Also, you can use the same thing for PvP. Change out Ravage for pounds, works the same way. Saves you buttons down here, man. Saves a lot of buttons. You can put in useful stuff. Cure Interrupt, War Stomp, whatever. My talents back here again. Feral Aggression. Just gonna tap my tilde 1 time, bam. Have all 3 stacks of Fairy Fire. Okay. That's about it. So I believe I covered everything. Oh no, one more macro I didn't cover. I didn't cover the charge. Alright, the way I have my charge set up, Another cast sequence. It was only two abilities, Feral Charge Cat, whatever, and then Berserk. So if you don't want to have to worry about hitting Berserk manually, okay, on a boss fight, go ahead and charge in, use both, bam. You don't have to worry about using Tiger Fury too early. Okay, keep on going, up, got 5, bam, keep on going. Beautiful, beautiful. Up, missed one, bam, 5. There we go, keep on going. You're not gonna crit all the time, so sometimes I depend on the crit. So I save space, I only put so many. And don't worry about if you have only 4 points for Savage Roar, it's quite alright. So you last 30 seconds, so you're fine. 5 points, good to go, keep on going. Alright. Let me see, Rip's on there already, so I'll go ahead and I'll use that. Alright. I kind of cheated a little bit, but don't worry about it. See? Oh. See how I skipped that? And I just totally went outside of my macro? That's why I have Ferocious Bite here and Rip here. I only did that to keep up my Rip. Okay. So I'll just keep going. Whatever on that. Oh, there's Rip. 4 combo points. Hit Mangle. Bam, hit my Rip. Keep on going. Okay. So that's pretty much that. Alright. So if you're leading a raid and you happen to be a feral cat, it's a good idea to go ahead and have that same setup. If you have a better setup, if anybody has better macros or something more useful that they found useful for them, and they developed a habit of using it and working their way around it or whatever, by all means, post your macros, man. Post it. Alright, so I'm just trying to help people out, come up with a couple concept macros that you can use. Okay, you can change the variables out according to your own liking. Okay, I didn't put the macro up here for you to just copy paste and that be that, and you don't ask no questions and you think you're pro now. No. Okay, so just whatever habits you have, you know, take those habits, take the concept macro that I provided, put in your own variables, come up with something epic and badass, and by all means post it. Alright. Gotta help out all the other cats out there. Alright, show those druids some love. Alright, so again, this is Satirax from Paranoid PvE World server. Oh, one more thing, almost forgot. In the description is where I'll put the updates. I'm not gonna delete the video and come with a whole new video so you don't have to read anything. No. So go inside the description. Anytime a patch comes out and I have to change something, it'll be updated inside the description, along with all my other macro videos. Okay? Alright. So, in closing, again, Satirax, Paranoid, PvE World server. Happy raiding, guys and girls. Enjoy.